Hi everyone, welcome to StephanEats. In this video, we are gonna try some epic Uzbek food. This spot is the only place that serves Uzbek food in all of Vancouver, and we've been invited to try their most popular dishes. But that's not quite enough. Afterwards, we're gonna try a new spot dishing out some very unique pies. I'm talking about pizza, of course, and especially a Filipino pizza I've had my eyes on. And at the end, we are also going to try probably the most extravagant birria I've ever had in the city. So buckle up, saddle up if you're on a horse, and let's get going. Let's eat some delicious food. Of course, first stop, just talked about it, Uzbek food. Before I did go see them, I pre-ordered a bunch of dishes, and this showed up. So I've kind of made it look a little bit pretty, you know, because it has to look nice. Got quite a spread here, and this is the sweet stuff came in boxes, so we just put it on the plate, make it look pretty nice. And then I think the first thing we're gonna try though is the mador. Yup, it's called mador. Perfect. So this is a puff pastry. This one should have potatoes, spinach, and cheese. And of course, if it's not that amazing, then I'll just go and walk outside my door. Okay, anyways, looks fairly thin. A little bit of grease on there. Oh, there's some dill too. Pastry's pretty thick, fairly doughy, and the interior really just tastes like almost exactly like spanakopita. It is fairly greasy, but yeah, you do definitely get the dill, and I guess it's been pressed really into the dough. I think I will still give it a little love dip. I have no idea if that's what you're supposed to do, but I'm very happy I did it. Next is the manti. Now this should be, I think it's beef. Is it? Yes, it is. Diced beef. If this is really deliciously good, then I might need to call 911 and we'll get the Royal Manti Police over here. Sorry, nah, this video is gonna be great. I love this. Okay, so this is full of diced beef. This is very similar to a lot of dumplings around the region. Really, really huge. I'm gonna take a bite first just by itself. I should have grabbed the plate for myself, but you know what? YOLO, let's go. And if the juices kind of fall into this noodle dish, then that's probably a good thing anyways. Oh. Chunky. That's really different than what I was expecting. It's fairly coarse, so the chop is way bigger than other dumplings, so you're getting just full-fledged bites of meat. Lots of onion flavor. The onion adds a little bit of sweetness. This might be way too much chili, but I do not care. That chili oil just makes the dumpling 200 times better. And once again, that kind of charred chili flavor. It's a spice that sneaks up on you for sure, and I can feel it now just creeping down my throat. Like Rachel Ray would say, yum-oh. Let's go into maybe the most famous dish of Uzbekistan. This is called plov. This is an ancient dish, and from this region, it started potentially in India. It involves Alexander the Great, and then there's like 4 or 5 other paragraphs on Wikipedia. I'll get to it eventually. Maybe you maybe you look it up. I don't have time. This food is getting cold. Okay, so anyways, plov. So many variations of the dish in that whole region. I've seen this dish in all of the kind of Stan countries, Afghanistan as well. It's made it all the way. That's kind of similar to biryani, except less spices. This one is with beef. What really makes this special are the extra carrots. So that is really one of the unique characteristics of plov are the raisins and then the carrots in there. Just super simple. Definitely some sweetness from the raisins, and then the carrot adds an extra sweetness as well. I was expecting the beef to be a little bit tough, but actually, even though it's very lean, it's a lean cut that they put in there, it really is pretty tender. This is called lagman. So they give you the noodles, and then you have this kind of beef stew as well on the side. Let's separated a bit.
You want to use some utensils to separate it?
Probably, but it's fine. Just, I'll edit all of this out. Noodles, fairly chewy. It's fairly simple. Just lots of hearty vegetables. Once again, the beef very nice and tender. It has almost like that kind of sweet and sour elements to it. You can taste that it's almost there. Yeah. Once again, just adds the extra flavor kick that you need. These are your desserts. This is sereniki, kind of like a pancake thingy, and then chak chak. Now, this looks very suspiciously close to a Rice Krispie square. I don't know if they're making this with Rice Krispies or if there's a special Rice Krispie based or kind of cereal based in Uzbekistan, but let's give it a shot. Tastes like a Rice Krispie square to me. Okay. It's like fresh cottage cheese inside. It has like a lemony taste, and then I think they have given you the strawberry jam on the side. I think my favorite thing here, for sure, the manchi, and then these pancake guys. We're gonna eat a little bit more of this, but we want to save a little bit of space because there's a new pizza spot in town, and they are doing things a little bit differently. Brand new pizza spot, and you can tell that the hype has reached social media because it's pretty popular. It's very full. Luckily, we've scored a table. Somebody just left, or else our backup plan was a random sketchy park just over there. We got two pizzas, and one of them is really cool. We're gonna open this one first. This is the Filipino breakfast pizza. Boop. There you go. So. This one should have an egg on it, some longanisa sausage, some pickled onions, and some scallions, it looks like. And the other one, just because we're trying to be healthy here, you know, eating our veggies. This might be the only veggie I'm eating in this whole video. Cool. There you go. Whoa, that looks really cool. This is a Brussels sprout pizza. And there's some caramelized stuff on there. I think lots of nuts and giblets and goblets, right? Giblets and goblets. Love that on my pizza. This one opened a couple months ago, and I, like many of these people, probably have seen it on social media. It's making some big waves. They also make their pizza from sourdough. Didn't get utensils, so I don't know how I'm gonna break this egg. Maybe I'll break this egg with an onion.
Next, I will say they're like.
Wow, this might be a
break like this.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's break the egg. Oh, there you go. Man. Oh, it almost looks like a botanical garden, but on a piece of crust. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna steal. There's too much longanisa on this one, so I'm gonna put it right here. Oh, garlicky, really delicious. Longanisa has that kind of sweet, garlicky, meaty flavor. The egg, super velvety. Because of all these ingredients on here, it's hard to taste the crust. But I'm gonna grab a little bit of a thinner slice afterwards. I mean, honestly, with all that kind of gooey, like all those gooey toppings, the crust holds its own. It's not soggy at all. And it has a bit of a char on there. Yeah.
Honeycomb. Like a honeycomb.
It is like a honeycomb. Actually, that's very interesting. I wonder what kind of pan they're using for that. So I'm gonna grab another slice without the egg just to see what it would taste like, because realistically, one person's getting that slice and everybody else is getting the eggless stuff. So, one person's special. The rest of you, you're definitely not getting the egg slice. There's definitely some extra sweetness from there. The cheese, it's almost like a curdled cheese. The mozzarella is kind of just mixed in with some kind of sweet sauce. This one I actually might be a bit more excited about. This one looks very healthy, and there's some nuts for some extra protein and vitamins and antacids. I can't believe I'm gonna say this. I like this one much more. First of all, Brussels sprouts, just a little bit cooked, but still retains a crunchiness. There's the char on the outside. The nuts add a little bit of texture. If you look at these two pizzas, this one has way more char on it, and that's really what I love on a pizza. It's just that extra caramelization, and that's what Brussels sprouts do too. When you caramelize Brussels sprouts, there's an extra natural vegetal sweetness to them, and they've achieved that perfectly with this slice. I adore the addition of the nuts on there because it's sweet, nutty. There is an extra sweet glaze on top of that. Maybe this will turn me into a vegetarian. But wait, what's the next thing we're eating again? Oh, lamb birria. Ooh, maybe not. Okay, well, we'll wait until we become vegetarians. Just one more meat dish.